The WFP is the world's largest humanitarian organization addressing hunger and promoting food security, providing food assistance to an average of 91.4 million people in 83 countries each year. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the program has had to adapt to new challenges.
We've had to change the way we do food distributions in crowded refugee camps, for example, handing out sanitizer, giving people more of their ration in advance so they don't have to queue up so often. And we've set up special flights to get aid workers to travel around the world and field hospitals for aid workers to be ready if the pandemic really hits the developing world. The main thing we are desperately worried about, though, is the economic consequences on the poorest people in the world. Because if you're a day labourer or a taxi driver in a city in India or something, you know, the money that you make that day is what you feed your family with that night. You don't have any savings. We're worried about remittances, you know, that people would send money back home from relatives working abroad, that they won't get that. So we're working on new assessments right now to see how many people are actually going to go hungry because of coronavirus.
The WFP says it's in a critical position at the moment due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and says without adequate funding, 150,000 people could lose their lives every day over many months.
This is why our operations must continue. They're critical, whether it's supply chain, emergency operations for food, delivering emergency medical supplies for WHO or UNICEF throughout the world. We're there, cooperating, working with nations and leaders to save lives and change lives.
It's a global pandemic, and it's been said before that no one's safe until everyone's safe. And it's the same way with hunger. If there are people starving in the world, you know, it could cause all sorts of problems for the future, such as conflict or movement of people. And so really, protecting the poor and the hungriest, it's in everybody's interest at the end of the day.
Apart from the WFP website, the program also has an app called Share the Meal, where you can donate to specific projects.